Hello peoples, today I'm going to be doing a review for Falcon and the Winter Soldier Season 1, Episodes 2 and 3. These are going to be this very quick because most of the time when I do these reviews, as soon as I'm done watching the episode, I jump into the review. This time of course I was on a trip, so like I said in the previous video, lots of content you're coming your way. So, the, I get more out, I'm able to elaborate on my review more once I've initially seen it. And so there's been some time since I've seen both of these episodes, so this is going to be a fairly quick assessment of both of them. So let's get into what I just don't like. And these aren't problems with the specific episodes, it's what I don't like about the show so far. The rewatchability of these episodes aren't that great. With WandaVision, you'd watch an episode 2-3 times a week before, before you saw the next one. And with this, that's not the case. What I usually did was watch it when it came out, and then watch it the Thursday before the next episode. And that Thursday before the next episode seems to really not be that great as it was for WandaVision. With WandaVision, you're like, okay, let's get myself recapped. This is fun. But with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I'm like, okay, let's just get to the next episode. That's how it feels. And it's not, the show itself isn't bad, it's just the rewatchability factor isn't as good as WandaVision's, and it's not that great as usual. And then the other problem I don't like about the show so far is the concept of the flag smashers. I'm just not a big fan of. There's nothing in specific I don't like about them. I'm just not the big fan of the idea of that. It just feels a little, it just doesn't do it for me. It really doesn't. And there's no way of really defending that. It's just how I feel. Yeah. Anyways, the writing in general for this is just basically what I got out of the two episodes. The writing for both of these episodes, especially in episode 2, is just fantastic. It really, really is. It's a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. What I hoped this show was gonna be. I was afraid that the show was just gonna be a tag team TV show side mission where Falcon and the Winter Soldier are just kind of making fun of each other, because that's what it seemed like in the trailers. But thank God it's not that. It's so much more deep with both of them, and it has so much more up its sleeve. And I'm just so grateful that it has more up its sleeve than what it appeared to be. I'm just so happy with the show so far. And I know a lot of people, hate this new Captain America, and I hate him too. But I like the concept of especially John Walker. You could see where he's coming from, and he honestly, when you realistically think about it, he's just doing his best. But there's obviously something will drive him to be the main antagonist of the series. But as of right now, I like what they're going with this. I'm not personally the biggest fan of like bringing a Captain America back, but the show's aware of that, and I like the way that they're treating this whole thing. And yeah, what else do I have? The action, episode 3. Wow, the action in that was great. Another thing I love is I really like the soundtrack for the Winter Soldier, the Captain America, the Winter Soldier, and I love the sound cues for Winter Soldier, and it was always so petrifying whenever you'd hear that sound cue, because in Captain America, the Winter Soldier is when they did an antagonist right. It's the best threatening on-screen antagonist Marvel's ever had, I think, is the Winter Soldier in that movie, because every single time we saw him, like, you're genuinely afraid of him, because they don't make jokes about his metal arm halfway through an action sequence. And so whenever they bring that back, it subtly reminds me of of Captain America, the Winter Soldier. I get Falcon and the Winter Soldier because there's Captain America, the Winter Soldier, and then Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Captain America, the Winter Soldier. And so I might accidentally say Captain America, the Winter Soldier when I mean Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and vice versa. Anyways, I'm messing up my head right here. But through my ears, it reminds me of the tone of Winter Soldier, which I love, and applies it to the show, and it works really well, and it's exactly what I wanted out of the show. If we were gonna, so far from the trailers, I was thinking the show's gonna be this one thing, and I knew I knew what I wanted the show to be, and the trailers wasn't giving me that. and now we actually have the show, and it's giving me what I wanted, so I'm really happy with that. I love what they're doing with Sharon Carter. I really like the direction that they're going with that. It's very, very interesting and something you really wouldn't, think of, and they make it work. And Zemo, love it. Love what they're doing with him. He's one of the most underrated comic comic book villains in these movies, and I think he's one of the best villains in these movies. Um, yeah, anyways, I'm going to give episode 2 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier an 8.5 out of 10, and I'm going to give episode 3 a 9.2 out of 10. Really like both of them. I love the where the show's going. But another thing I don't like is we're halfway through the show already, and I haven't been grabbed yet. We're halfway through the show, and I'm like, eh. By the time WandaVision was halfway through, I was in it from episode 3. So basically, like the first act of WandaVision, I was like, okay, I'm into this now. We're halfway through, and I'm like, okay, I'm just kind of surfing my way through this show right now, and it's all good, but it's just it's gonna be really interesting going back and seeing how the show goes as a whole, because as of now, I don't feel too attached to the storyline yet. And yeah, anyways, that's my review for episodes 2 and 3 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So yeah, anyways, like, share, subscribe, and stuff like that, and adios.